Okay, this is gonna be a quick or a lengthy tutorial on how to igallta. A lot of people have been asking me to make this, so let's go with it. Okay, so I'm just gonna say at the start, it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So here it's just this and then 4K. And then we have a little bit of a dynamics part here. And to up scroll. And then we have a little downtime. And the part that really messes people up was that part right there. Especially when they're trying to phi. More up scroll coming up. And then this part, you can cheese like this. I'll show it later. On this next part, be careful not to tap the hold note too late on right here. And that's more up scroll. Yeah, and in a bit I'll show a more in-depth guide. Again, make sure you're not clicking this hold note over here too late because the rhythm starts with a triple and then a trill. So yeah, so let's go more in depth now. I'm gonna pull up a video real quick through camera roll. Just give me a sec. Is this it? This is it. Okay. So I'm gonna pull up a video real quick. I'll let it go through real quick. So there's a freaking dog outside. There's a fucking dog outside, and I can hear him. He's annoying shit. Anyways. Barking at somebody else. And I'll just freaking name it igallta, because why the fuck not? But yeah, this should work. That's me drinking milk. Not the ad, even though I like cats. Okay, let's just wait for this to get through real quick. Okay, here it is. There. Okay. So near the start, there's already something I need to talk about. So it's this. Ready? It's 1, 2, 3. You see how there's like a little bit of like a pause, and then it goes. Yeah, but the next part is this trill. So some people like to do it like this, and other people like to do it like this. Just choose your preference. And the next part is just, or the part right after it's just this. Or it can be this. And then this next part, watch carefully because it's so much easier if you do it this way. Where if you just Okay, I'm going to watch this intro again. It's so much easier if you do this. And then this next part, that. Now this part here. The next part. I'll slow it down real quick. I'll slow it down a bit. Like 85-ish. And it's just and this part right here, this part, this like 5K part, there's 3 ways. I'm gonna say 2. I think I can come up with third one, but I don't really care. There's 2 ways you can do this. Of course, everybody can. If you can't do this part, then don't even bother trying. But there's this way, like where you roll your fingers into the 5K, or there's this way where you use 3 fingers on one side and then go to the 3 fingers on the other side, which is what I used. And then this is simple, just now this next part, you can pause right here and flip. You can pause right here and flip. And then you can pause again and flip back. Now this next part, it's 5K. Or 4K, my bad. Coming up, but so here's this like, and then it's just 4K. So here's this first part. And remember, it's not 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2, 3. It's this 1, 2, 3. Like, how do I explain this? Well, it's not an immediate trill. It's more like 1, 2, 3. It's not 1, 2, 3, or else you're gonna hit the note in the third column here too early. In fact, to avoid that trouble, just do this part with 1 finger. And the next part is just more 4K. It's simple. And then we come to the dynamics part. And then the upside down 4K. You can pause. You can so if you can't do up scroll, you can pause right here. You can pause right here by spamming the pause button here. Flip it around and like flip your phone or whatever. Flip your device around and then go. Now about that 4K section right there. I'm going to talk about some rhythm here. It's normal. It's not 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2, 3. It's not 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2, 3. It's not 1, 2. That's further in. But yeah, it's 1, 2, 3. So after this part, it's 1, 2, 3. And then normal 4K again. And then you can do that part upside down. You can do that part upside down, then pause. Or if you're like others and can do the up scroll properly, and me, you can just do the up scroll. Like this. That. And then this next part, there's 2 ways to do this next part. this, there's two ways to do that part. There's either the first way I just showed you, the one where you go 1, 2, 3, 1 with the, and then double with the other hand. Then here, this and double with the other hand, or this other way. Which I find is a lot more consistent, but you just need to find yourself. And what that method is, you start here is 1, 2, 3, 4, and whenever you get to here 5, it's 5 notes and then a triple, 1 triple, 1 2 or 4, then a flick note in the middle. So in real time that would look like this. It's really fast because it's actually a dynamic spam part. But it's Phigros, so it's weirder. And then this part. Okay. So this part right here, there's a flying flick note right here. You have to flick this flick note 4 times. So basically what you're going to want to do here, it's trill, 1. Now this specific trill right here is a little hard for people, so what I do is this. And then that. Okay, this part right here, you can either go 3 with one hand. You can either go 3 with one hand for this like triple here. 3 with one hand. Or you can go with one finger, or with one finger on both sides. You can go flick 1 2 3. You can go flick 1 2 3. And then you have to flick another, and then you hit another note over here, which I wouldn't advise doing. Or you can do this. And what that is where you flick with this hand while you're clicking this note, trill, or like double in, and then bring your middle finger over into the other note that starts the triple, the second note of the triple, this, and then click the note over here. So in real time, that would look like this. So you can either do it like this, or like this. And then up scroll part here, not too bad. This is not really a really hard part. I shouldn't really need to explain this. But trill. Okay, now this part here. This is the part that gets a lot of people, because there is a, after this part, it's, now I can't do that. So what I did instead for my video is I kind of cheesed that part where I did this. And what that is specifically is, let's scroll down to some, and that's double, 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 double. It's double, 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 double. It's 5 double. You can do that. You can do, it's 1 1 1, it's 1 1 2 1 2, and then this the entire time. It's very inconsistent, but if you can get it down, it's so much easier. Instead of having to do 1 2 3 triple or trill trill trill. That's really hard. Like, I can't even do that consistently. Like, that's just hard in general. Like, just doing that at normal speed, I'm gonna try. Like, there's no way. I mean, I just did it there, but like, it's really, I don't think it's consistent for me. Now that part with the triple holds, that's the hard part. That's a hard part. I have to go over that, sadly. So this, after you're done with this, the next part is a triple, but instead of holding that one hold note over here, you're actually gonna want to take both your fingers and go over the middle, your two index fingers here, because you're gonna have to, let's see, I'm gonna put it down to like 50, like 0.50-ish. You're gonna have to, and there's like a flick note in there. You're gonna want to take like your two fingers and just go down like this. Yeah, so basically whenever, and it's not 1 2 3 4, it's 1 2 3, it's 1 2 3 4. So basically what you do is 3 like this, and then you take your other finger. I just exited out of the video, shit. But okay, let's go back to where we were. Oh wow, I just scrolled exactly to it. Okay, so basically, instead of one this like this, that's really hard to do. You don't want to do that. Instead, you want to do something like this. It's 1, and then right there you would put your two fingers down, so that way they're overlapping each other, so that way you can hit this flick note here, while keeping your other two fingers here good enough for the note coming right after it about the same time. Well, not about the same time, but so the note here, the flick note actually helps you get this started. So that note right there helps you get that started. So whenever you do the 1 2, that will help you start that and then another one. And this I'll show you the next one. But the same thing. This right here, it's not 1 2 3 4. You'll hit this note too early right here. And same with the other one, it's vice versa. You'll hit the note that's over here on the other one too early. So it's instead you want to do like 1 and then kind of wait a bit and then do the triple like that. And this next part shouldn't be too hard as long as you get the rhythm down. Yeah. Now the next part after that, like I'll show you this part in 1 2 1 1 2 3. It's 1 2 3 4. 1. In fact, you can cheese the stair like 24th, just like doing this. Now for the next part, it's for the part after this, it's 1 2. Okay, how do I explain this? So basically it's 1 1 2 2 1 1 2 2 1 2. So basically what you're doing is you're tapping both 1, both 1, both 1, both 1. If that doesn't make sense, it's because it's a really confusing part. But what it basically is, it's just 1, it's just this, but really it's really hard. It's just really hard because it's moving all the time. So how to deal with that part? Well, basically you just have to force your fingers to just move. Because some people can't do the sliding part. And what you basically have to do is you have to you just have to move your fingers really fast, because this is actually a really fast song. Next is oh my fucking god, okay. Next is we're gonna say it's just, next part is okay, so after that, we're not even done yet here. Like after that part, after this, and this, we still have another thing to go over. So after you're done with the last one tap, you're going to want to go into this part like this, or just like so. After you exit, you can either do, after you exit this, like this part, you can either do this, or you can do this. And they work, and they're pretty consistent for the most part. Now this next part is this long trill here. So now basically what in challenge mode, what you would want to do here is you want to hit the try note, like the 3 notes at first and then that, but most people can't do that. So what I do is I kind of like glide my finger into the to the positions they need to be in. Like it's really hard, but you have to like glide your fingers into position. And or you can do this. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that way. That was a joke. So what you want to do is you can either do this, and that works pretty well. Like this works really well. Like you can cheese that way. Now this next part is a triple followed by a double one double trill. I'm gonna slow this part down so I can explain. So after this part, which you can do like this or like this. In fact, I may even need to slow it down even more. In fact, like 30. So like after this, it's triple, it's triple one. So after this, in fact, this may even be too slow. Let's do 0.35. So after this part, it's triple one. So the triples, these are 24ths. These are 16ths. So it's basically 16th, 24ths. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. And how you would hit that in real time would look like this. So in real time, that would look like this. And if we slow it down to like 45-ish and wait for this trill, that you can actually do like this, because I don't know. And the way I like to do this part of the song is the only reason why I was able to fee. You basically just want to be careful here with where your fingers go. So this is something you're gonna have to learn over time, but when you get it down, you're basically like almost done with this song. And that's just a part that you're just going to learn with time. I can't really teach you how to do anything besides like maybe learning how to do the triples consistently, because really that part really just comes with time. Now this next part, you can pause right here and flip again, because Phigros likes giving you up scroll for no reason, and then do the up scroll part, which is not actually that hard. This is like a really easy part. In fact, I can even do this full speed without any trouble. This one. Yeah. Oops, let's go back. Oh, that's forward, my bad. But yeah. So after this part, you can flip your device here, and now about that part. You see, it's not all like the same rhythm like this. You can hear like me doing like triples and stuff. This is because the rhythm is different a lot for most of the time. So after you're done, after you're done flipping, it's 1, 2, 3. It's, oh my gosh, how do I explain this? It's triple it, double, triple it again, another triplet. So you see like the random like triplets the entire time. So it's but with triplets in them. And then here's another part where you just flip your phone again. And then you can choose this part by doing this. Now this next part here is what really gets people. So you're going to, so basically I'm going to teach you how to do it. And so there's this first part here, which is actually really easy to cheese. It's just, I think this note, yeah. It's, you, after you're off of this note, it's double, 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 double. Just, it's just double, 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 double. Like, now after that, it's a triple, it's triple, triple. It's triple, 1 triple. And if you want, you can cheese this next part. Like this. And for this part here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have 2 fingers here and just do this, or like this. Whichever works for you. So after you're done with this one right here, and then there's another one, there's actually a slight pause. So don't just go into this one immediately. It's a slight pause. There's like no middle note buffer. And this part, you see how this note like flips, like goes up and down? For this 2 notes here, you want to like up and down really fast. Because in my experiences, just doing this isn't enough. It'll miss one of these notes. Now, okay, this part here. The ending of this song is really trash. So, okay, I'll just teach you how to do it. You're gonna, after that, it's double. It's 1, 2, da-da-da, or triple. I click the X button again. Okay. Okay. So after this part, it's, okay, we're gonna go to like 7, 5-ish. In fact, this is even too fast for some people. In fact, there's actually even a way to cheese this like part too. So you can either do 1, 2, 3 like 1, 2, 3 like this, like that, or you can do like a roll here, like, because if you can like 6K, you can like do this, which is what I do. I'll slow it down even more actually. Let's go to like this. Now watch out for this note here because it follows the notes that come down here. It'll follow the notes that come down here. So basically this note comes down every... And so for this part, you just have to basically remember when this note falls down. So this note falls down after every triplet and after every 4th, 5th note of this like hold note sequence. So like every 5th note of the hold note and every triplet. And that's all you need to remember, really. And then remember, the song changes the notes to the double triple instead of the 1 2 1 or the 2 1 2. Just remember that. And you'll be good with this part. And there's actually a couple ways to do this. You can either do, there's like doubles. There's doubles at the end of the whole notes. There are like there's that one here where you can either do it like this or like this. I think I do it the second way. But there's the next one where you can either go like this or like this. And then next. But be careful with the last one here. The last one is only a 1-2. No, it's only a 1-2 here. Yeah. So and then it's a double triple. It's a triple with doubles. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So don't remember this note. Don't forget this note right here. Don't forget this note right here. Now this next part is like a 5K section or a 4K section, depending on how you like to do it. So you can either go 2 here, 1, 2, 1, 2, or if you're like right-handed, and you can do like these moves, where you can take like your finger here down and then this, and just do that a bunch of times. If you can do that, then you can do it this way too, like this. And it'll achieve the same thing. Now this part here, it's double. It's 2 doubles. Now for the next, for the triple part, so if we can speed this through, you can either do it like this or like this. If I'm being honest, it's really hard for some people to do this and like keep it consistent. So what I would do is, if you can't do it, then you just do this. It's pretty much the same difficulty. Even this works. And then here's the quad part, and then it's just quad. Now this next part here, again, you can either cheese it. You can either cheese it like, you can either cheese it. Remember that these notes go in, and then what you're gonna want to do afterwards is like freaking like at the end, just like really flick, because it's 5 flick notes. Because there's 5 flick notes at the end. As you can see, if we can count here, there are 5 flick notes at the end. 1, 2, which the 2 on the outside and the 1 in the center, and then the 2 that follow the hold notes here. But so what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna, like, after you're done with that trill, you're just gonna like take all your if you're on an iPad, you can take all your fingers and just go like this. But if you're on a phone, take 5, and like after you're done, take your 5th or ring finger or your other ring finger and just like do that afterwards. It's really consistent. I don't think I've ever missed these notes at the end, but if you have, it probably means you just did this, and what you're gonna want to do instead is this. And that's pretty much it. I hope this video helps. I don't care if you like or subscribe or not. But yeah. Bye.